Carl, will you take that picture?
I think I sent it in, but a lot of my pictures have come out as serious pictures.
Okay.
I think I took them. If I didn't, obviously didn't take that.
Yeah. You could be good.
I'm not that good because my camera's in my hand. And that was before cell phones. Yeah, I sent him 25. I think you guys were in a couple. He said we only use 15. He was 5, 5, and 5. Yeah, exactly. So we're limited to 15. I've got them out there on Google Photos.
Yeah.
I've got all these pictures. Trying to get my guys from the stand. I know you guys do. They don't know.
Yeah. I know them, what are they, front of him? 30, I was 32. Yeah.
He gave it to me.
Just throw that.
Oh
my God.
I have the most unique things.
Really? I did not know that.
Well, she was my mother's sister.
Oh, how you doing? All right.
My granddaughter, she's got Fleming as one of her members.
Yes.
She carries Fleming. But her name is Shaw.
The owner of a brown GMC plate JPA 8159. You're blocking somebody in the back. Please move your car. Thank you.
Face off the 8 again.
Jackie just texted me, tell me she's watching. Oh, I guess it's on. Where's the camera over there? Oh, okay. So I guess it's on.
They're coming out.
Carol. Freya. Then I'll call her. Huh? Yeah. So I told her mama that. Okay, she said, she said, guys, say hi to Jackie. Say hi to her. Hey, Jackie.
I don't know if it's that camera or that's it.
Oh, that's one.
I'll bet you.
So she's seeing him now. Is that one?
Security. Oh, sign out in the middle.
This room gets separated.
Thank you. You gotta leave Carol. Come back out. Yeah. Grace doesn't want to come in. Do you have the link on the regular messenger or just WhatsApp? Which one? I think I have it to my email. Yeah, he has sent me an email that I sent it to WhatsApp. I sent it to you. I do, yeah. I can't get the battery off. That's okay. All right, afterwards and stuff. So when Carol comes in, we'll get going and stuff. On it and stuff. Huh? Do you have the link? Huh? It gets real dark, right? That usually happens like that. Would you like me to gather everyone's attention? No, I was going to do that as soon as Cal gets back. She was out with her grandkids. Oh, she comes back in. Okay. Honestly, want to say something, but I'm called up and then could come up. Yeah, I mean, I'll say something first, and then you do your thing. Like, I won't take the glory away from you. But no, I'll do it. I'll just say something, bring up Carol to you first, and then we call the people. It's 2 minutes. You can come up first and say.
It's okay, you're fine. Okay, thank you.
You didn't look to see what the stream looks like. I mean, you stand up in the corner.
Well, if I was standing over there to see it, and she saw me, so it must be taking up this whole thing.
That makes you laugh.
Oh, here it is.
Taking up. Could you see me like from here? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
There's a bit of a
Huh?
podium over there. You see the podium over there?
I'm not gonna use the podium.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
All right. You ready? Huh? What? Good evening, everyone. Could you get everyone's attention for a second? All right. I want to thank everyone for coming out, for my father's wake. And we want to get started on prayer. So I'm going to call up his daughter-in-law, my wife, Carol. So she's going to say a little prayer to get us going here.
Thank you, Carol.
You know,
I put her on the spot, so.
he does this. I
that's-
mean, when you have a husband like this, you don't need a PR person.
There you go. All right.
When I went to school, and I graduated, I'm a deacon in church. Like he told it, I didn't tell anyone, but he told everyone. My wife is a deacon.
You don't have to step.
Father, we thank you for today, oh God, because this is a day that you have made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Even though today we're here because of Hansel Fleming's death, but we should rejoice because he is with his Father. Because death, there's no sting in death because of Jesus. And he's better off where he is right now. As a matter of fact, when I saw him Wednesday night, and we left late, and that night I had a dream. We were at his house, but it wasn't his house, it was his wife's house, our neighbors who preceded him. And the house was being sold. And we were doing a tour, and there were all these rooms. So I said, I don't remember these rooms. It's a small house. I don't remember this house being so big. There's rooms here, rooms there, so many floors and so many rooms. And when I woke up and I thought about that dream, you know when Jesus said, I go to prepare a place for you, and in my Father's house are many mansions? So God was speaking to us, to me, to let me know that Hansel is okay. He's okay. We will mourn, we will miss him, but he's okay. He's in a better place. He's in a better place. And even though when I saw him Wednesday, I didn't get that panicky feeling, that this is it. I didn't get that because I knew, my spirit knew where he was going. So we should all be ready because tomorrow is not promised to any one of us. We could go right now. So we should all be ready. Hansel was ready, and his father was waiting for him. He was waiting for him to take him home. So we thank God for him. We thank God for his life. We thank God for all that he has done on this earth. And now his work on the earth is done. Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into my rest. And that's where he is right now. He's resting in his Father's arms. And we thank God for him. We thank God for you for coming out to pay last respect to him. We thank you.
Amen.
Mr. Fleming, that's what I call him, Mr. Fleming. Right. He was very helpful to us, to my family. Ulysses was away, and we had a sewer backup. And this was when he was like 80-something. And he came, he was 80-something, he came.
No, he was in the 70s.
No. No. No, it was recent.
He was in his 70s, 80s age.
He was in his 80s. And
It's just
he, and he went, and on the sewer, you know, he got that cap off, and he snaked it out. He snaked it out. So he was always helpful to us, taking the kids to school, picking them up.
Okay.
Okay, so that's my say. Now the floor is open to
Thank you,
anyone.
guys. So, now, this is a person who didn't want to say anything. Right? So, if we didn't stop her, she'd be still going. All right, so what we're going to do, we'll open it up. Let's limit it to 2 minutes tops if anyone wants to say something. So, Philip, why don't you come up, lead it off?
Okay.
And,
Sure, no problem. Hello, everyone. Some know me, some kind of remember me when I thought my picture was up there, when I look like this with more hair. My name's Philip Fleming. I am Hansel's youngest son. Yeah, hi. It's funny because, you know, as a young man, you know, even though my father was old, he never acted like he was old. My favorite saying was that he was going to outlive all of us. Like, I could see him living to 210 and be like, I told you, should have had more ginger or something. But, you know, but life happens. And it comes at you hard, it comes at you fast, it comes at you quickly. But at the same time, we have to be able to understand that this is not truly the end, right? Because there is a next step after this. We are not unable to see it, but we know it's there, right? So instead of being on our hearts with sadness, we need to see this more as a bittersweet moment, right? So for all of my dark chocolate lovers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. One recurring line from Psalm 23 that goes on in my mind is, yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I fear no evil. And I know my father, right, even before he passed, did not fear no evil, all right? He looked it dead in the face and kept it moving. And I want to be able to live my life like that, all right? So, just like my brother Eula said, thank you all for coming here. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you.
okay. Anybody else? Calvin. Calvin is the older brother, you know. But I have to say, though, you know, we all about a year and change apart. Yeah, between, I guess my mother was pregnant constantly. Calvin, you got the floor.
So, good evening, everyone. I'm Calvin Fleming, as has been said. I'm the oldest one, I believe.
You believe, right?
So, you know, over the last week, 10 days, with the events that has happened, it's caused me to do something. Ironically, I had planned to be up here with my daughter and granddaughter next week, and part of the reason was to visit my father as well. But to keep things short, most of my memories come from St. Kitts, when we lived on Douglas Estate. And those were fun times. Now that I look back on it, you know, sugarcane fields everywhere, mango trees everywhere, tractors we could drive wherever, or horses, you know, whatever. And we had lots of fun in those days. But coming to the U.S., living here in the Bronx, I left home shortly, just a few years after arriving, and went off to see the world, courtesy of the United States Air Force. And, you know, try to keep in touch, but in recent years, especially since my daughter's got married and has a child of her own, family has become even more significant, and I try to keep even closer touch. And I would call Daddy on the phone, And my wife always, she always chides me that I don't speak very much, that I'm quick and I'm on the phone and I'm off the phone. And I call Daddy, he goes, hello Daddy, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? How's Phyllis, how's Rachel? Everyone's fine, okay, goodbye. That would be it. But, you know, we did have those short conversations, and when I was up here, I would see him. So I'd like to thank you all for coming, and it's been good to meet some new family as well. The Fleming family is even bigger. It continues to grow. So thank you all, and this is my dad. Rest in peace.
Okay. What do we have?
Annie.
Oh, Annie, okay, Annie, go ahead, Annie.
I'm Antoinine Felsita. Euless and Calvert, Mervyn, Patsy.
You're the first girl.
I'm the first girl?
Yeah.
Okay. We believe. And that's true. We have no idea. There were 6 of us, and so we honor the one that passed away when she was a baby. So he had 6 with our mother, Mavis Fleming. I want to be very truthful with you. He was my dad. Yes. When you think about a father, and you wonder what a real father is, he gives example. He's an example for all of us. What a real dad would be, a real father. He's an example to his sons and his daughters in different ways. To his sons, to show what a man should be. To a daughter, what a man that she would be looking for. But, in my opinion, and being truthful, that's not what I saw, unfortunately. You know, we talk about faithfulness, honesty. That's not what was happening here. I'm being honest, and hopefully all of you understand. When I was little, he was the apple of my eye. But as I grew and matured and was able to see not the apple, but reality, I knew what reality was, unfortunately. It skewed many of us. Our hearts might be a little hard because of it, but it's reality. We joke that Calvert thinks he's the oldest. I believe I'm the oldest daughter. We don't know. Because reality is we really don't know. He was young, he was handsome, and he believed he could do what he wanted to do. Not only as a man, financially, and other things. If many things we're aware of that many people do not know. And I just want to be very truthful and honest. And over the last couple months, I've been thinking about him and said, okay, I'm going to leave that go, let it go. All those things that were done, said, things that I've witnessed, I'm going to let it go and be truth of myself and live my life and say rest in peace, because that's all we could do. Know the truth and be honest about it. So rest in peace.
Thank you, Annie.
You're welcome.
There you go. All right. All right.
Oh my God, yeah. They're right. I haven't worn shoes in a year and a half.
My name is Irma, and I'm your sister.
Oh, hello.
But not by birth, you know, I wish I was his 7th kid. Because
So how
Mr.
are you a
Fleming-
sister again?
So I'm
explain.
Clyde Brown's daughter.
Okay,
My mom is Carmen Brown.
okay.
Do you remember your brother, your His brother is my godfather.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
was.
Which one?
I don't remember right
Uncle
now. He
Vernon?
passed away.
Uncle Willie?
Uncle Willie?
Vernon.
Uncle Vernon?
Yeah, he's,
Oh,
yeah, he's
yeah.
my godfather.
Okay.
So Mr. Fleming has been in my life all my life.
Uh-huh.
And I'm in my 50s. So he always spoke about Philip, and I just met him today. My son's name is Philip.
Ah.
And I just want to tell the family, I know you had your own experiences, but when my mother passed away last year, and I went to Mr. Fleming, and he was like my dad. He's one of the most wonderful men I've ever met. My father passed away years back, but I didn't have him as a father. And no matter what time I would call him, no matter whatever happened, he was always there for me and my family. So I just want to say, I'm sorry for your loss, but he was a wonderful person, and I hope that God fixes you to
He already fixed me,
understand
babe.
that, you know, even though we may not do the right things by our kids, they try to make that up with other people's kids, and so that's what he did for me. And I'm sure that he thought about you over the years. I don't even know your name, but he gave me what he probably didn't give you, but he tried, you know. And I just want to thank the family for allowing me to be a part of your family, though you didn't know who I am. So may he rest in peace.
Thank you. All right. Anyone else? Hey, Dale.
My name is Dale Fergus. My mom is Uncle Hansel's brother. Sister. My mom's his sister, brother. Uncle Hansel. I guess my memories of Uncle Hansel when I grew up was he was always there to help something in the, for the family. Uncle Hansel, Mom and Dad would need something. They didn't drive. Uncle Hansel would come over and he would take them to the store. He would take them here, take them there. Very good fixing things, fix something in the house. He was always there for the Fergus and helping us. So I mean, and of course, he was like probably the most the uncle that was around all the time as opposed to the other uncles, So, but we always had a lot of fun. I always used to call him Cutie, shake his head. I was like, I love that hair of yours, because he always had that full head of hair. But I had a great time with Uncle Hansel, and those is his whole family. And may you rest in peace.
All right, thank you, Dale. Anybody else? Anybody in the back? Okay, all right. Thank everybody, for coming out and to see my father off. And we'll miss him, and rest in peace. All right. Wendy, you didn't want to say anything? No, you good? Okay. All right. You want to sing a song?
I don't sing. I don't sing.
I'll start it and get it. Hey, how you doing?
Cheryl, I'm still on the way. Okay. You want to say something?
No?
Saturday morning at 7:00.
So, move back to York?
No,
Staying there for that?
I kind of like the teaching at the university.
Oh, which one?
I teach at Hansel State University.
For them to come there to their house. And then they were
Houses there,
from Atlanta to see Savannah. They're still flying out, but their flight's not till Saturday afternoon. My house for 3. So they're driving. They're gonna drive to
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a blessing because the pandemic, right, shut everything down.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to save a lot of money
Staff, what it is,
yeah, I teach,
doing the rehearsal.
Oh, right, it's gonna be a
You ready?
It's not your dog, but you're mostly invested?
She'll make something. Oh, yes.
I mean, you know, like, I can clearly tell, like, the person's working
I have actually
So, like, you know, you have
They were in the other room. I'm a little tight, a little bit.
Excuse me, family, just 1 second. If anyone has double parked in the back in the parking lot, we ask that you please move your vehicle if you've double parked. If you're in a space, you're fine. But if you're double parked, please move your vehicle. Thank you.
I'm just here like. I know. I'm bringing you in now.
We drove. Yeah, we drove. Honestly, I don't think just the fact that our traffic's it's the system. Like, right, 7 days ago, I'm on this,
Yeah, that's how I
So look at that grin. Not supposed to smile.
Let me put up to the lights.
No, she said smile. Yeah, she was like smile. I was like, geez, I felt like the Wayne's building.
Yeah.
Look on all the cheese.
I was in Long Island. I was just like, okay, like, you just definitely take it time.
You know what they
I took my $5. I was like, we on Zoom.
So I just put it on my other monitor, and I just like play Destiny or something. Like,
I was looking at
paying attention.
anime.
Like, yeah.
I forgot what I was looking at. I was just like looking at anime. I was like, okay. You still interested? Yeah, I mean, like, bro, I prefer this the first time. You know, I was supposed to take my test right before, no, actually, you saw the video when COVID happened, and then, oh no, and that's when I had to retake it.
It didn't expire.
No, you got a whole year. Get a year.
The fee.
Like, this is also very freeing as well.
What made you want to do it?
Honestly, like when I still have to pay those that were like very cold, I felt like it was about
Have you tried anything?
Yeah.
No, that's not bad. Yeah, are you gonna compensate when we roll this out?
So it's not gonna be like
Shape it out.
and that little, it looked big when you see it. It was big,
Because there was a thing I was looking at recently. I wasn't even thinking I was like, it's really serious. Because if I see it again, I'm going to check it away. Just to give it a try. Otherwise, I told myself, look, I'm sorry. I mean, honestly though, that's a lot more easier to do. I'm still thinking about that myself. If I go back to the season now, yeah, there's a lot more
I just still have our I just took them out and you should see the blessings. They still love me pristine. You should see how the blessings go. The rose. You should see the even though I said the same thing first, I'm like,
it's like the pirate.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna act like I'm definitely not the first.
I'm surprised they did PC first though.
Yeah, I think it's because of
That makes sense, yeah.
Japan is either gonna be PlayStation or
That is true.
they're going to be PlayStation.
Yeah, that's true.
So like I literally had 40
Yeah, we're talking about
So, and I think the next one is what is it? TV. And I told you about it, right? Because the Switch is 3J free.
Yep.
So,
Who in your mind and who you are.
so like you might have put in a very play. I thought about getting a copyright.
Johnny, he's also a Colorado fan.
He's gotta be a big copywriter.
Because I thought it would be like, because on the cover it shows triple low, zero.
I was one of those kids.
And I thought like, okay,
There's like some side writers. The first third of the game is I mean, it's cool.
That's one thing I'm gonna get into, copywriting.
like I would honestly start off with so like
So, the best era anyways, what year?
I haven't finished this series. I start them, I get like 20 episodes in, and like, I'm like, bro.
This is because it's like
It's so campy.
Yeah.
That's why I said like. That's why I like Common Talk because it like like all the way through.
Really? That's good.
Same thing with Guy. Like Guy is like Guy who did Magic.
Oh.
Everybody's
like, I'm looking at everything else, I'm reading everything else. I'm like, bro.
You like Sailor Moon? You like Hansel? Come on.
That's OP.
I'm not even joking.
People were saying like, bro, it's almost like what's the other one?
Like, I just think like in the future,
Little Witch
like, all of us.
Little Witch. I don't think I saw Little Witch. Read it, yeah, I read it. Bro, it's like doing this, and then just grab it.
Make up your own. How come I got killed?
Good.
You might change that.
We're in the house, and we're gonna just hang out and talk. Which house? Oh, I am.
Like, yo, has to be
You know, it's funny though.
Yeah, I mean, it's the other one that was in the picture. Oh, man. That's pretty
I've been looking at it on the iPad. I looked at the other stuff, she was like, oh, okay, this is a lot of I don't want to do that too, but then I feel like they're going to do it. When I saw the second, I was like, first trailer, alright, cool, that sounds good. Second trailer, I was like, yeah, this is it. I was like, alright, get in.
It's not one of those things where they spoil the whole movie for you in the trailer.
Hopefully not. You know what, I will say though, just make sure not to look at Funko Pops. That was what
Spider-Man, the toy ruined his suit.
Bro.
Anyway.
Yo.
No, the new one. No Way Home suit?
Yeah. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So Doctor Strange, really? Okay, this is how we go. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes.
That was Spider-Man.
Yeah, that makes sense. Even what if series looks really good.
Yeah, I'm interested. It's just, I know it's supposed to be like, what if? I get it.
Yeah.
But like, continuity-wise, some of them don't make sense. Like, they have Killmonger saving Tony Stark. At that point, Killmonger still would have been deployed military, because that was like 4 years difference. I'm saying it wouldn't have been that version.
Oh, yeah, not the same outfit. But not
Militia guy, right?
Yeah. He's a little bit, his mind's a little bit different.
So is doing the voice? Kratos? No. For the game. Kratos is doing the voice.
TC Carson. Wait, no, not TC Carson. Wait, okay, I don't
Literally white. Ash is permanent state. That's what I'm literally.
That's like Lethal too. That's like
yeah.
And this is like, bro, everybody in the mom is like, oh, this is like yeah, wait, what? The voice actor, I know. But people thought the voice actor was like, oh, that's how it's like,
Yeah, so it's like when I get like
Beldora? Tell you what that? Okay. Yeah, it's big. Bro, these. Really. I think I'm on. What's the last time?
I really had
It was after.
exactly. I remember the
What? Dang it. I thought you repeated it.
I said, yeah.
Oh, my God. Sorry, Phil. I haven't even watched it.
Because on this it's the same guy. Soul Leveling and Omniscient Rita's viewpoints the same one. Yeah, I think Omniscient's better. Soul Leveling gets to the point where he's like, I'm a fella. Really good.
It's like, is it almost like a
God is full of continuity is all over the place.
Did they get all that? So the fact that he's all over the church is saying,
They take the flowers to the church.
Omniscient, very good. The story's really good. Soul Leveling is coming down. Tower fantasy. Broken protagonist.
okay, they earned that.
Yeah, we had our cards. They have like one with just guys in Germany and then they show them all cards and we have to get them.
The water on the side, on this side now, isn't only cold. Because this is, Atlantic.
Yeah, so we went to like the
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, find it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, because I told her that.
Because it replenished, so I checked it and I saw. Come here. I don't remember, I didn't look at the price. I just saw it, because my phone said replenished. But it just wasn't charged. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That was all. Oh, no, my previous show was that maybe I left it out of the package, so every time you're passing the floor, you pass that line, so that's why we just bring it out. So I was like, you said you don't charge, but it was. That was my thing. So I'm quite right.
It didn't come like that.
Okay, so very good.
Because sometimes I'm thinking, and I know some of these well,
As well as like the registry book.
Reading I have a register. Oh, okay. So we'll do that.
All right, Bill. Guess we'll catch you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And take her easy.
You too.
Okay?
All right, thanks.
Yep.
Wow. Tell the money to get to the bank.
No, like he does these types of things. Well, it was in the other room.
For the other person.
Yeah, and then they just brought it in.
Yeah, she done vegan.
So it's going in. So for
We're gonna take, so we're gonna bring the register book and the DVDs and the cards in the morning.
okay, that's the one.
And the flowers, everything will come with us in the morning. Okay? Let me check. If you do, you can take it now. Well, let me check. Okay. Give me a moment. Because we have two services going on, if you could. Yeah. Slowly, but slowly. Yeah. Give me a moment. Thank you.
I just said I'm very bad one, but I'm gonna get back to you soon. Better not go to home.
Not yet. They usually come and give you time around this time. So if not tomorrow night, it'll probably be Monday. Yeah, because they usually don't come on Saturdays, not usually. But since COVID been going on, they have been real inconsistent. Like, sometimes they'll bring it the very next afternoon, and then sometimes it's 4 days later.
Right.
There's no rhyme or reason for it.
I mean, yeah.
So I just blame it up to
Every,
the system is everything is, but because this is not regular mail.
Right.
This is UPS.
oh, it's UPS.
It's UPS and usually come the next day.
Okay.
Usually.
All right.
I tell you what, Dad was a good looking man.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He was the man. He was the man. I could see he was the man.
Yes, yes, he was.
He was the man.
But thank you, Mr. Troy, for all you've
You're
done.
welcome, my friend.
All right.
And if I don't see you tomorrow, what church we going to again?
St. James.
St. James on, oh yeah.
Jerome.
You're gonna have Mr. Joseph Jones with you.
Okay.
I think Joseph took the original call.
Yes.
That's what you'll have tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.